Hi everyone, Paul Galoro here, coming at you with step 3 of our year-end ritual. Now, if you're just joining us for this web series of videos, check out video number 1 here on the first step of our ritual about clutter clearing. Step 2 is over here. If you haven't seen step 2 yet, this is about cleaning your space, vacuuming, mopping, dusting, etc. And now step 3 is all about clearing the energetic space. Now, what happens when we are in our living space or our business? Anytime we go through any sort of emotional experience, there's always an imprint of energy that's left. For example, let's say in your business space, you had a fight with maybe one of your business partners, one of your associates, there's a disagreement, an argument. The emotional energy left from that situation gets deposited in like the little corners and stuff if it's not cleared out. So we want to make sure that we clear out that space because that energy could, if shaken up at any time, could bring in more. And also like attracts like. So if that's sort of lurking around in the corners, it might bring more of that. So what we're going to do is I have 3 easy ways that you can do this. Now you can choose one, you can do all of them, it's completely up to you. The first one is smudging. Now if you're unfamiliar with smudging, smudging is taking dry herbs and burning them and then allowing the smoke to clear up the space. So 3 different things, or there's tons of different things that you can use. The 3 main ones are sage, which is great for healing, so it'll clear out the space and bring in an element of healing. There's cedar, which is wonderful for purifying space. And then there's sweetgrass. Now, sweetgrass has a very sweet and gentle aroma to it, so it'll bring that sweet energy to the space. Now, you can smudge either loose or in bundles. I'll show you here. Today I have some loose sage. I've already started to burn this a little bit. But simply what you're going to do is open up a window. Then you'll grab your lighter or your match, whatever you're going to use. Light the corner. Now the flame will not stay, but it'll go out and create some glowing embers so that you can see that smoke. Waft yourself, and then go around the space, making sure to get into all the corners. Some traditions believe that you have to go in a clockwise motion around the room. I say if your intention is to clear the space, you're going to do what feels best for you. So be guided by your intuition. Either go clockwise or counterclockwise, and just allow that smoke to go around. Once you're done, if your smoke is still going, allow it to settle out. And then we're going to take this outside and offer it back to Mother Earth with a thank you. So if you have a back garden or if there's like a patch of land somewhere, now you don't just want to sprinkle it on the sidewalk, you want to make sure that you can return it to Earth. So you'll stop, take a moment of gratitude, say thank you to Mother Earth, and then sprinkle this in that space. The next thing that we can use, if we don't have that available to us, before we go on, I want to talk about this. This is a liquid version, so if you're not able to burn stuff, I do sell this wonderful spray called Invocation. Now, this is a liquid cedar smudge. What you could do is either spray it into the corners, or I like to put 3 sprays on my hand, waft it around, and then just imagine that I'm using these big, energetic cleaning gloves and waft around the room. Again, with the intention of clearing, clearing, clearing. Next, that thing that we could use is sound. Sound has a vibration all on its own. So what we could do is use this sound to shake up the space to clear those lower energies. Now you want to make sure that you're using a high vibrational sound. So something cleansing like water or a nice flute. I have tingsha bells here. If you have singing bowls or tingsha bells or chimes or triangle, a rattle that's made out of steel is also very good, like a tambourine perhaps. I'll show you here how we can use sound now to clear the space. Now you've seen tingshas. There's 2 ways that you can use it. The first way to clear the space, I like to hold it close to the base, and then you're going to go at a 90-degree angle and see there's a nice hard sort of shakes up that space, so it wakes up those lower vibrations and gets them ready to leave. After you do that, you're going to do that in each corner of the room, and I like to give it an extra boost right in the middle one more time. Then you're going to go with your tingsha bells like so, and then just gently let let them touch into each corner of the room plus the center of the room again. So that first one clears it out. The second one just smooths out that sound. Now, if that's not available to you, and again, you can use any sound, a drum even, to clear out that space. If sound isn't available to you, then the next thing that we're going to use is the power of intention and visualization. Close your eyes. And I like to visualize one of two ways. Either a beautiful white light is coming from above, and you want to imagine that it's clearing out any of those lower vibrations, almost like it dissolves. If you've ever seen like an image of, like, you know, when the sun is under a microscope and then whatever's under the microscope starts to like disintegrate or dissolve, you can imagine that. So imagine that the sun or the light is coming in and just clearing away all of those dark lower vibrations, exiting out through the open window. Or a meditation that I like to use is with my homeboy, Archangel Michael. And I like to close my eyes and imagine that there's this beautiful purple presence in the center of the room, and he's got this massive vacuum cleaner, and he goes just vacuuming all the space in the area that you're clearing. So I like to imagine like almost like there's like a fog or a dark smoke in the room, and that when he goes over it with his vacuum, he's clearing away all of that and bringing out the vibrancy and the radiance of the room, bringing that high vibrational energy into the space. There you have it. 3 simple ways that we can clear out the energetic space. Now, I know I said it was 3 parts, but I'm going to come back at you with a bonus step 4. Now that we've cleared out the space, I'm going to come at you with the last part of my ritual, and that's bringing in or attracting energies into the space just before the new year. So the reason why we're doing this is because at the beginning of 2016, that's usually when people are always thinking about their resolutions, like January 1st or 2nd. January 6th, Mercury goes retrograde. So try to get all this stuff done now, even though we're in pre-retrograde right now. Try to get as much clearing done now so that Mercury retrograde in the beginning of the year will be a lot smoother. I love you tremendously. If you haven't signed up for my newsletter, click right here, because that's where this bonus video is going to come. It's only going to be coming to you from my newsletter, and I'll send it to you just before the 31st, so you have some time. I love you tremendously. I hope you have fun with this, clearing out those old emotions that are lying around, and I'll see you in a few days. Bye.